Dabrambai do. Because of my uncle David, I rode in him with his car to D. Cooper Works LLC in Pennsylvania, like every day for 2 months. And I was 17 at the time. And I remember telling him, like, I want to be like Einstein. And I remember him telling me, like, great, Nyan, like, you're a really, really smart kid. And as I get older, I've had hundreds of people tell me, like, you're the smartest person I've ever met. And of course, it feels really, really good. But I always remember what my Uncle David said. He said, like, okay, if you're smart, what are you going to do? Are you going to, like, put up 20 chalkboards in your house and scribble equations all day? Or are you going to fix something? Are you going to help someone? Are you going to build something? So after my mind wanders around thinking about the theory of evolution or theory of energy or the theory of emergence and how I'm going to teach this to my daughters so they can, take the baton pass and take it to the next level, maybe even win a Nobel Prize, Lord willing, my mind jumps back to, like, cancer, So this is two or more. And when I think of a tumor, a benign tumor or a malignant tumor, I think of two or more. And then I try to synthesize my understanding of cancer, a series of chromosomal abnormalities that make a cell that's otherwise somewhat docile, very energetic. It goes back to that concept of energy and genes being inextricably linked. It's hard to talk about one without talking about the other. Deep breath. Anyways, I did my 1 hour of Khmer today, and Dab Brambai means 10, 5, 3. And I get really passionate about talking about tumors, benign, malignant, and how I always think about malignant like pregnant, because it's somewhat of an abstract definition what a tumor is or what cancer is, but it also is somewhat not abstract. So when I also put it in the context of my best friend Oliver Ellison's quest for life extension of an individual, not us as a hive. Us as a hive, like, we're doing great. As a hive, we're gonna live for probably tens of thousands of years. But he's talking like an individual. How do you take an individual and get a human individual to live like one of those giant clams in Australia 200 years, or one of those tortoises 200 years, 150, 200 years? And he put that as a challenge to me. And then my best friend Oliver said, if you can solve that one with your team, then by default, you'll probably likely solve cancer, obesity, and many, many other things. And that kind of reminds me of what my Uncle David said. Like, you could be the smartest dumb person in the world, but don't.